Yeah. Hey guys, how's it going? SoCal here. Gonna do a video today on changing out the mainspring housing. This part right here on a brand new gun. Actually, I've never even shot it before and I'm already changing stuff on it. The reason why I'm changing the mainspring housing is this is checkered and it's actually all Kimbers come with this cheesy plastic. I mean, it's still nice plastic, but it's plastic nonetheless. So we're going to change that out just for safety Sally's sake. Let you know, yeah, we're clear there. You okay with that, safety Sally? Huh? Huh? Oh, 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 pointing a gun at you. All right, we're clear. So, right. So, yeah, plastic. We're getting rid of plastic. We're going to do Nighthawk Custom. Officer model, obviously. This officer model, Kimber Ultra Raptor II. And this is actually going to come with a magazine well as well. The well, we got the well as well, you know. So, and then the this thing's actually very reminiscent of the checkering or the stippling or the jimping or whatever you want to call it on the front strap as well as the slide there. So I think this is going to turn out to be pretty cool looking, you know. What do you think? Eh? Yeah, it's just not shiny. It's not the same kind of material, but I don't think it's going to make too big a difference. I'm not too worked up about it. So let's get to it. First thing we're going to do, pull the grips. There we go. All right, looks like they got a little lube here. Okay, so we got the grips off. What we need to do now is secure the grip safety in a forward position. What that's going to do is kind of lock all those springs together, that three-piece sear spring in there. We want to lock that together because if we let this thing fall forward, all that shit's going to fall out and it's going to make a mess and it's kind of a hassle to get back in there. So let me go find a rubber band. Okay, so got rubber band. Get it nice and tight. All right, that's not going anywhere. Pretty happy with that. Okay, so what you're going to notice, there's a pin right here. That's the mainspring housing. Yes, that's exactly what it is. The mainspring housing retainer pin. We're going to pull that out. Actually, we're going to push it out. We'll use this punch. All right, so this should just push right out of here. You want to hang on to that because the mainspring is going to want to jump right up out and out of there. So you see how it is. So you hold this, pull your punch out, and then just let it kind of relax. All right. So you can see in there, there's the hammer strut right here. That kind of little piece of steel right there. This right here, that's your hammer strut, and then this spring assembly is your sear spring. Pretty nifty. Okay, so here we go with the mainspring housing itself. This is super easy stuff, you guys. You'll notice there's a little tiny pin right here, perhaps. See that little silvery looking jobby right here at the end of there? Let me zoom you in here. Okay, so you can see the pin. We're going to push that out this way, so it exits this way. You can see inside here the plunger. Underneath that is the spring. The spring is under some serious pressure. It's probably about a 30-pound spring, I would guess. I don't know exactly. It was 20, 30 pounds at least. So you want to be careful when you pull this pin out. Let's see if we can show you how I do it. All right, so what we're going to do, guys, is take this. We have a bench vise right here. We're just going to push use this, just a punch. I'm going to use that to push forward on that spring, which is going to release the tension on that pin. And you probably won't be able to see too much of it because I'm going to try to catch the pin in my hand here so I don't lose it. All right, so the pin is out. I've got it captured between my pointer and middle finger. I'm just going to relax. And there's the assembly. So we have here mainspring housing, and here's the capture pin. And you can see one end of it is fat. It almost looks like a nail, kind of. So there's that pin. So here's what the rest of that looks like inside. You have the plunger, and then you have the, I don't even know what they call this thing, the opposite end of the spring. And then the spring, you can see that spring is pretty damn beefy if you're not familiar with such. Pretty good size, hefty spring. So now all we have to do is just reverse this whole process. So we're going to take our brand new Sporty Super Cool. I'm going to throw a little lube on this spring and just kind of wipe it around, and it's going to transfer itself into the housing. And we are going to go do the reverse here. We'll give it a push. Drop that pin in. Doesn't want to go all the way in, so I'm just holding up on something. Well, it's peculiar. Yeah. I'm going to have to, it looks like I might have to deburr this, so I'm going to pull the pin out of it again. Let that relax. Just using the roughness of this punch. Hopefully this is all coming out on tape here. Okay, I'm also going to hit this with a little lube here just for fun. All right, let's try this again. There we go, perfect. That's sitting in there nicely, nice and smooth. Let me get you put back over here and we'll put it all back together. All right, so we have our firearm, the mainspring housing. What we want to do is, this is kind of just flopping around. I'm just going to rotate the gun over. I'm going to actually throw a little lube on here too, just get it moistened up. Just enough to preserve it, that's all. Yeah, so what we want to do is line up our little plunger in there with this guy right here. The easiest way to do that is just to see how it falls out. I'm going to slide this guy right on in, and that should pick it up. You'll feel the tension, and then that's it. Now it's just a matter of push that, and this pin goes in this way. Needs a little tap. There we go. That's it. You're done. So the last thing we need to do, oops, you know what? I got to pull this out because the magazine well fits right there. Got a little ahead of myself, didn't I? All right, let's push this guy out. Oops. All right, so you can see the notch here. There's a notch here. Slot A into notch B. Just like that. Bada bing, bada boom. You get a little help here. There we go, nice and flush. Perfect. That looks nice. Pretty happy with that. Now here's the cruddy plastic. And now we can take this rubber band off. And before we put the grips on, just do a standard safety check, functionality check. So make sure that the grip safety not engaged, no trigger worky. Safety on, grip safety on or off, no trigger worky. All right, good deal. Okay, so all that's left to do is just throw the grips back on and we're done. And there we go. That just looks sharp. I think that looks a lot better. What do you guys think? Big old funnel. Yep, I like this gun. I might end up carrying it. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how well I shoot it, obviously. I don't want to carry something that I'm not absolutely perfect shooting. So start training with it. It's nice and light. It really is nice, really lightweight. I think it weighs 27 ounces empty, which is pretty darn light for a 45 or 1911. So, all right, guys. Well, hopefully somebody got something from this video, and thanks for watching. You guys, take care.